Hello, my name is Dr. Jeff Phillips, and I've been playing trombone for over 50 years. I'll go into a band room and meet with beginning students and band directors and kind of help them get started on the instrument so that they can do things correctly from the beginning. And that's what I wanted to do with this video, is to make something that both band directors and students could come back to and reference when you get home. How was this shown to me? What am I supposed to do next? And the main thing is that you get started correctly and that you learn how to treat your instrument so that you're not going to do any damage. The first thing I want to do is, it may seem completely ridiculous to even bring up, but it's how to open the case. And you may be going, well, duh, everybody should know how to do that, but there's some things that you need to consider. You can actually open up the case upside down and things can fall out and then damage will be done and you'll have to get it to a repair shop to fix it so that you can play. These are real instruments. These are not toys. You should treat your instrument sort of like you would treat your grandma's fine china. All instrument cases have a top and a bottom. You're going to find a label of the manufacturer on the top of the case. No label on this side. There's a label on this side. The other thing you need to look at are the latches. You can kind of remember what these look like to open it up the correct way. Another thing is you'll notice I have this on a table. You'll see instruments like clarinet sometimes and flute. You'll see those students and they may get the instrument out in their lap. I don't recommend that. It's too big to put in your lap safely. You need to have a solid surface. For trombone, I recommend doing it on the floor. You're not going to have access to a table. We've got it on a solid surface, and we open it up. Now, you're going to be all excited because this is your instrument. You've never gotten it out of the case before, and you see this shiny thing in there, and you want to just get it and go play it right now. But there's some steps we need to take. The first thing to take out is the slide. There's this end, which you see this little water key down here and a little rubber stopper, and then there's this end up here. You always want to grab it using your right hand, even if you're left-handed. There's a method to my madness. You're going to grab with your right hand up here, see where these two parts are, so that you kind of have a grasp on each side of those. And then you're going to put it down with a little rubber stopper, a little key down here pointed down toward the ground. So this is in my right hand. One of the things to look for is this is a little slide lock, okay? And as long as I'm holding it like this, I've got a hold of both parts. But if this slide lock was unlocked and I grabbed it up here, this could fall off, fall to the floor, damage done, repair shop, tears, bad things. Slide, right hand, holding it down. Second thing is the bell. The bell you want to grab by the smaller part, the bell part, where the sound comes out, down. So notice that I've got this in the right hand, this in the left hand, and I'm grasping it by the smaller part here. The only thing that you have to do from this point is put these two parts together. And then you carefully tighten this down. You want the letter L or a right angle here. And you may have to adjust it for your hand size, but that's a good place to start. If it's a new horn or even an older one, this may take a little extra tightening. Try not to overdo it. If you overdo it, it might get stuck. And if it does get stuck, take it to your band director, take it to a repair shop, let them unstick it. Don't call Uncle Bob to come with his set of wrenches. He could do lots of damage to this. There's only one more part on trombone. It's pretty easy. Take your mouthpiece and put it in the mouthpiece receiver, give it a little twist. Now there aren't grooves on here. It's not like it's going to screw in, but that little twist gets it in there securely. Okay? You don't want to put it in and do that, because then it could get stuck. Most cases come with a little place for the mouthpieces to go. Personally, I like to get a mouthpiece case and put it down in this part. Sometimes these get a little worn and they might get loose in the case, hit the bell, hit the slide, do some damage. The last thing I put in is the first thing out. So my mouthpiece comes out first. I'm going to put it there. I unscrew the bell from the slide and I separate them. The second thing that I put up is the second thing that I took out. So I want to take the bell and place it back in. The case molding is cut, so there's only one way it's going to go in. Can't go that way, it hangs out of the case. Slides, in general, if you can find the bottom of your case, which is this end on this one, that's where the spit valve and the little rubber stopper are going to go on that end. You'll see some other cases that have little latches in them. Always make sure those are latched to protect the slide. They might be latches, they might be Velcroed. There may be a little cover that goes over the bell. Make sure you put things back into the case just like they were when you took it out. It'll help protect things, and then you'll be able to play for some time.